we have a 2005 Chevy Silverado, and I just replaced the steering gearbox and the power steering pump. And I'm assuming the power steering pump is bad from the one that I got that was rebuilt, but it's been squealing. Alright, so I found the problem. So you're going to take off your belt, this pulley right here, it's a little nut. Alright, I just replaced this power steering pump not long ago. That's what we don't want. So now, I'm going to go get my puller system and pop that off. There's going to be 2 or 3 nuts right behind it right here. And you'll have this line. It's going to be in the back. And be one more down below it. I'm going to take all the lines off, drain it, pop it out, put the new one in, and then we'll have to bleed the system. Alright, so for this pulley system, that comes in a kit from O'Reilly's that I ended up using. But basically, there's going to be a groove right there. And you'll have a groove on this. And you're going to put the biggest one down. That. And I'll put this one in like that. I'll put a wrench on this end where the nut is, and a ratchet right here, and you're just gonna push it until it comes all the way off. And then you'll have, it's like 3 bolts. One here, one there, and one down there. Then you'll have lines that I showed earlier. Like to see. There's one more bolt right there. That's how I hold the bracket in place. This guy right here. And the whole thing drops. Alright, today we will be replacing the power steering pump on 2005 Chevy Silverado. First things we need to do, we're going to put a socket right here, take this belt off. After we take the belt off, we're going to start taking all these bolts out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe 8 bolts behind this pulley. So we're going to take this belt off, pop this pulley out with a pulley remover kit, take all the bolts off, then we'll take off this whole mount right here. Otherwise, if you don't take that off, you're not going to get that power steering pump out. But prior to removing all that as well, is you're going to have two lines. You're going to have this one right here, and then this line right here. It's going to go up behind this. You're going to need to go down the bottom with a 5/8 wrench and pull it off. And you also have a mounting bracket that'll be on the back side of this pump, and it'll bolt to the side of the engine. Once we get that out, we'll put the new one in. We'll leave the cap off and start putting fluid in it, bringing the truck off the ground a couple inches and moving the wheel left to right before starting the vehicle to bleed the system. Once we get to the point where no my air bubbles come out, when you turn the steering wheel all to the way to the right and all the way to the left, we'll do that several times. Then the system will be bled. We'll lower it back down the ground, take it for a test run, come back, and we'll recheck the fluids, make sure there's no leaks. Alright, so I got the new one just starting to mount up, still loose. Double check your pumps when you buy them at the auto store. This is the second one that I'm doing today. O'Reilly's is kind of trash. I also had to do the steering gear box right there. I had to do that one twice because I had slack in it. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't go to O'Reilly's because their stuff is kind of garbage. But yeah, second time, killing it. What's up? Alright, so new pump's in. Now I need to bleed the system. So pretty much just gonna go all the way down to the left, hold it for like a second or two, and go all the way to the other way. Just hold it. You're just going to keep repeating that. You're going to do this like 7-8 times. Get all the air out of it. A little hard to see, but you kind of see some bubbles down in there. Once the bubbles are all the way gone, or the foam, then your system's bled. I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just going to cut the video right here, and I'm going to keep doing it until I'm complete. Alright, so I just finished turning the steering wheel a bunch of times, get all the foam out, then you're going to start it up, leave the reservoir cap off. You're going to continue to see, you might see a little bit more. Alright, so we just got finished on turning the steering wheel with the vehicle off and the truck jacked up a couple inches off the ground. You're going to continue to see foam coming out of the reservoir. Now you're going to turn it with the truck running to get any additional air that might be locked in the system. After that, I'm going to recheck my fluid. I'm going to take it for a quick test drive. I'm going to come back and see where we're at. But should be good. But like I said, make sure you go to an actual good auto parts store. O'Reilly's was trash for me. I'm done doing any business with them in the future. But yeah.